Elon Musk has done it again. Just when everyone thought Tesla was only focused on its premium cars and futuristic technologies, he drops a bombshell. The Tesla Model Q is coming. And it's not just another electric car. This could be the model that finally makes EVs accessible to millions of people. Officially confirmed for launch in the second quarter of 2025, the Model Q promises to shake up the market with a price tag under $25,000. Yes, you read that right. A Tesla for less than 25 grand. Sounds too good to be true? Tesla has always had the ambition of making electric cars mainstream. But until now, the price has been a major obstacle. The Model 3, for example, was initially marketed as the affordable EV, but it never truly reached a price range that anyone could afford. Now, with the Model Q, the promise is closer than ever. The big question is, has Tesla finally cracked the formula for a low-cost, high-volume EV? If anyone could do it, it's Elon Musk. What makes this announcement even more intriguing is that, until recently, many believed Tesla had abandoned the idea. Rumors of an entry-level Tesla have been circulating since 2018, but they always seemed far off. Now, with official confirmation, it's clear that the company has been secretly working on this project. And it's not just an idea on paper. The model is already in an advanced stage of development and is about to enter production. The Model Q is not just an important launch for Tesla, but for the automotive industry as a whole. A truly affordable electric car could accelerate the transition from combustion vehicles to EVs like never before. And with Tesla leading this movement, other automakers will have to step up their game. The competition certainly won't sit back and watch. But here's a detail that few have noticed. The Model Q could be the key for Tesla to expand its presence in markets where it has struggled to gain traction. Countries like India, Brazil, and various Latin American and Southeast Asian nations have been a challenge for the brand due to the high prices of its current models. With a cheaper car, everything changes. Another interesting point is how Tesla plans to balance price and quality. Musk has already made it clear that the Model Q will not be a cheap and bad car. It will maintain the same engineering standards that made the brand famous, just in a more affordable package. This means Tesla had to find ways to cut costs without compromising technology and the driving experience that Tesla fans love. The first thing that stands out about the Model Q is its DNA. It's not an entirely new electric car, but rather a downsized and optimized version of the Model Y. And this choice makes perfect sense. The Model Y is currently Tesla's best-selling car, and using its platform as a base allows the company to leverage already proven technologies, reducing costs and speeding up production. But does this mean the Model Q will just be a miniature Model Y? Not quite. Tesla is blending elements of its next-generation architecture with parts of the existing platform. This means the Model Q will have the latest advancements in efficiency and cost-effectiveness without reinventing the wheel. An interesting detail is that it will retain the aerodynamic design that Tesla has been refining over the years, ensuring great energy efficiency and competitive range. But what about the looks? Will it follow Tesla's minimalist style, or will it introduce something different? There are no official images yet, but rumors suggest a more compact and futuristic design in line with Tesla's visual identity. Of course, the competition won't just sit back and watch this launch unfold. The affordable electric vehicle market is heating up, and major players are already preparing for the Model Q's arrival. The Chevy Bolt, currently being revamped for a new generation, will be one of its main rivals. It already has a solid fan base and promises an interesting mix of technology and range. But can it really compete head-to-head with a low-cost Tesla? Another brand keeping a close eye on this battle is Honda, which has been investing heavily in its EV lineup. The Japanese automaker is betting on compact and efficient models that could attract consumers looking for a reliable and affordable electric car. Additionally, Jeep is also entering the fight with an EV under $25,000 that could become a thorn in Tesla's side. The compact electric SUV market is about to become a battleground. But what could really set the Model Q apart from its competitors isn't just the price or design, it's the Tesla ecosystem. Buying a Tesla isn't just about getting a car. It's about entering a world of advanced technology, ultra-fast chargers, and constant over-the-air updates. This factor could be decisive for many people when choosing between a Tesla and a direct competitor. Another major question is range. Although the Model Q is smaller and cheaper, Tesla knows it can't compromise user experience. No one wants an affordable EV if it needs a recharge every 150 kilometers. Rumors suggest it will offer around 400 kilometers of range per charge, putting it ahead of most direct competitors in the same price range. If this is true, the Model Q could become one of the most efficient EVs in its category. If the Tesla Model Q has a clear goal, it is to become the brand's best-selling electric car. And to achieve that, Tesla is not holding back in its production efforts. The target is ambitious, manufacturing more than 4 million units per year. That is a massive number, putting the Model Q on the same production level as the most popular combustion cars in the world. But can Tesla really deliver that without compromising quality? To reach this scale, Tesla will need to rely on its secret weapon, the Gigafactory. These massive factories are one of the company's biggest advantages, enabling large-scale vehicle production at reduced costs. Tesla's strategy has always been to integrate as many processes as possible within its own facilities, minimizing dependence on external suppliers. And with the Model Q, this will be more crucial than ever. Production of this model is expected to begin at existing factories, such as Giga Texas and Giga Shanghai, currently the company's most advanced plants. But rumors suggest that Tesla might expand its production capacity even further by opening new dedicated lines for this model. Tesla knows that demand for an affordable electric car will be enormous and is preparing to serve millions of customers worldwide. Another key piece of this puzzle is how the Model Q will be manufactured. Tesla has been perfecting a revolutionary process called gigacasting, which allows large sections of the car's body to be cast as a single piece. This drastically reduces production complexity, lowers costs, and improves the structural rigidity of the car. The Model Y already uses this technology, but the Model Q could be the first Tesla vehicle to take it to an even more extreme level. And it doesn't stop there. Tesla is also exploring new techniques to speed up vehicle assembly. The idea is to minimize the production time of each unit, making the Model Q one of the fastest cars to manufacture. This approach not only helps Tesla keep costs down, but also allows the company to scale production without the need to build brand new factories from scratch. But the real secret to achieving these impressive numbers may lie in the batteries. Tesla has already stated that it wants to drastically reduce the cost of energy cells, and the Model Q could be the first car in the company to benefit from this on a large scale. The strategy involves new battery chemistries, optimized manufacturing processes, and even the possibility of producing cells within Tesla's own factories. Tesla has always loved surprising people, but there's something about the Model Q that's making fans even more curious: the level of silence inside the cabin. If there's one thing Tesla has prioritized in recent years, it's how its cars handle noise. And the Model Y was one of the biggest advancements in this area. The problem? It became so silent that some people found it unsettling. Now, the question is, will the Model Q follow the same path, or will Tesla need to make adjustments? Anyone who has driven a Model Y knows that the acoustic insulation has been taken to a whole new level. With double acoustic glass, reinforced seals, and materials that absorb vibrations, Tesla managed to eliminate almost all road noise. For many, this is a dream, but for others, absolute silence inside the cabin can be uncomfortable. In some cases, drivers have reported noticing sounds they had never perceived before, like the high-pitched whine of electric motors. This raises an important issue for the Model Q, which is designed for everyday use, especially in urban environments. In busy cities, where horns, sirens, and pedestrians are everywhere, a completely silent car could actually become a problem. Tesla might need to find a balance between insulation and external sound perception. One possible solution could be an intelligent adaptive noise system, which adjusts insulation levels depending on the environment. For example, at high speeds on the highway, the car could maintain maximum silence for passenger comfort. But in urban areas, the system could allow certain external sounds to filter in, ensuring that the driver remains aware of what's happening around them. Another important aspect is safety. Electric cars are already naturally quieter than combustion vehicles, and for that reason, some regulations require them to emit artificial sounds to alert pedestrians. Tesla could take advantage of this requirement to develop a more refined sound system that not only warns those outside, but also helps vehicle occupants better situate themselves in traffic. But will Tesla actually change anything in the Model Q? Elon Musk and his team have already acknowledged that excessive silence could be a challenge. But Tesla is also known for taking its decisions to the extreme. If the company decides to keep the Model Q's cabin completely silent, drivers may have to get used to this almost floating driving experience. Tesla has already conquered much of the world, but there is still one massive market waiting to be dominated: India. And the Model Q could be the car that finally opens the doors for the company in the country. With an affordable price and a compact design tailored for bustling cities, it has everything it needs to become one of the most popular EVs there. But the big question is Tesla really ready for this challenge? India is one of the largest automotive markets in the world, but so far, Tesla has struggled to enter. Why? High import tariffs, limited charging infrastructure, and a market dominated by affordable cars from local manufacturers like Tata and Mahindra. But now, things are starting to change. The Indian government is making it easier for EV manufacturers to enter and creating incentives to expand electrification in the country. For the first time, Tesla may actually have a chance to compete, and the Model Q could be crucial for this plan. Unlike the Model 3 and Model Y, which are still too expensive for most Indian consumers, the Model Q perfectly fits the profile of a popular car in the country. Small, economical, and priced under $25,000, it becomes a viable option for a market that, until now, had little access to Tesla vehicles. And more than that, it could be the first electric car for many Indian families. Tesla's interest in India became even more evident after Elon Musk's meeting with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Shortly after this meeting, Tesla began posting job listings for operations in the country, signaling that plans are advancing quickly. But does this mean the Model Q will be sold in India right at launch? There is no official confirmation yet, but all signs point to yes. Beyond being an affordable car, the Model Q has another major advantage for the Indian market: its energy efficiency. Indian cities are known for intense traffic and high fuel costs. An affordable EV with good range and low operational costs could be extremely attractive. And if Tesla can build a reliable charging network in the country, the Model Q could become an instant success. But it won't all be smooth sailing. Tesla still has to face strong competition from local manufacturers who are already developing their own low-cost EVs. Tata Motors, for example, already dominates the segment with a Nexon EV, one of India's best-selling electric cars. Additionally, Chinese manufacturers are also eyeing this market and may try to compete with even lower prices. Tesla's entry into India is just part of a larger movement. The Model Q is not just being designed as an affordable car, but as a fundamental piece in the company's global strategy. And for it to truly succeed in emerging markets, Tesla needs to solve a critical issue: local production. This is where the possibility of building Giga India comes in, a factory that could completely change Tesla's game in Asia. So far, Tesla has been manufacturing its vehicles primarily in the United States, China, and Germany, with massive factories like Giga Shanghai and Giga Berlin leading global production. But manufacturing in India presents a very different challenge. The country is one of the largest automotive markets in the world, but also a complex regulatory environment and an industry dominated by local manufacturers. To compete on equal terms, Tesla would need government incentives and a structure that allows it to cut costs without compromising quality. And that is exactly what might be happening behind the scenes. Recently, the Indian government revised its EV import policies, reducing tariffs for companies that commit to investing in the country. This means Tesla may be preparing for a deal that would enable the construction of Giga India in exchange for tax benefits and access to a massive market. If this happens, Tesla will not just sell cars in India. It will produce them locally, drastically reducing costs and making the Model Q even more affordable. But does Tesla really need a new factory in India? From a strategic standpoint, the answer is a resounding yes. China has already proven that having a dedicated Gigafactory can completely transform Tesla's market share. When Giga Shanghai started operations, Tesla's car prices in China dropped significantly, making the brand's vehicles more competitive. If the same strategy is applied in India, the Model Q could quickly become the country's best-selling electric car. Moreover, manufacturing in India would not only benefit the local market. Tesla could use Giga India as an export hub for other countries in Asia, the Middle East, and even parts of Europe. India has one of the cheapest labor forces in the world, which could help Tesla lower production costs and increase its competitiveness in markets where price is still a crucial factor for consumers. However, like everything involving Tesla, this strategy is not without challenges. India's charging infrastructure is still limited, and Tesla would need to invest heavily to ensure that Model Q owners have reliable places to charge their cars. Additionally, the company would have to navigate bureaucratic hurdles and ensure that local suppliers meet Tesla's high-quality standards. If Elon Musk moves forward with this plan, Giga India could become one of Tesla's most important assets in the coming years. With the ability to manufacture millions of cars per year, this factory could turn the Model Q into a global success and establish Tesla as the most accessible EV brand on the planet. When people think about an affordable Tesla, the first question that comes to mind is, what will it be like inside? The Model Q is not just a cheap car. It's a vehicle that needs to maintain Tesla's DNA by offering technology, efficiency, and a standout design. To achieve this, the company is betting on a smart approach, using what already works in its current models, but optimizing it to reduce costs without compromising the driving experience. One of the most important aspects is the battery. Tesla has confirmed that the Model Q will use a 54 kilowatt-hour battery, which should provide an estimated range of 400 kilometers per charge. This figure puts the Model Q ahead of many competitors in the same price range. But what really stands out is how Tesla plans to cut battery costs. The Model Q could be one of the first Tesla vehicles to widely adopt LFP, lithium iron phosphate, batteries, which are cheaper, more durable, and have a lower risk of overheating. This choice is no coincidence. LFP batteries are already being used in some versions of the Model 3 and Model Y in China, and Tesla has been testing ways to make them even more efficient. Beyond the lower cost, they offer a longer lifespan, meaning the Model Q could have an extended usage cycle without significant performance degradation. For a car expected to be sold on a massive scale, this could be a game-changing strategy. Another interesting aspect is the charging system. Tesla is expected to ensure that the Model Q is compatible with its supercharger network, allowing ultra-fast recharging. Even though it's an entry-level car, it should be able to charge from 10% to 80% in under 30 minutes, an essential feature for people who plan to use it daily without concerns. This charging speed places the Model Q ahead of many competitors, making it a practical option for those looking for convenience. In terms of performance, the Model Q should also not disappoint. While it won't have the same power as Tesla's more expensive models, expectations suggest its 0 to 100 kilometers per hour acceleration will be under 6 seconds. This means that despite being an affordable car, it will still deliver that instant speed sensation that Tesla fans love. The Model Q's design is also expected to be a highlight. It will be smaller than the Model Y, but will follow Tesla's minimalist design language, featuring aerodynamic lines and a futuristic interior. The cabin will likely retain the famous central screen with high resolution and minimal physical buttons, ensuring a tech-forward experience while keeping things simple. But the big question remains: will Tesla keep the traditional steering wheel or go for something more futuristic, like the yoke? A curious detail is that the Model Q could be one of the first Teslas to adopt a more flexible production approach to cut costs. Rumors suggest that Tesla might offer different trim levels, allowing customers to choose between a basic configuration and a slightly more premium version. This would give the company more freedom to target different customer segments without compromising the vehicle's affordability.